All right, looks like we're all ready to get started. Let me just get this started over here. All right, just give me a couple seconds and I'll leave a couple minutes for people to kind of float in. Welcome, this is Microsoft 365 brought to you by the Orland Park Public Library. So I'll give it about a couple minutes before I officially get started to let everybody kind of float in. All right, let's get started. My name is Joe. I'm an IT2 at the Orland Park Public Library, and this is Microsoft 365. First of all, you ask yourself, what is Microsoft 365? Microsoft 365 is a combination of Microsoft services and programs offered in one package as a subscription service and is different from Microsoft Office. However, the newest version of Office is included with 365. So what that means is that opposed to Office 365, Microsoft 365 is an online variant without having to get any installs or anything like that. Instead, it's entirely online based. So then this way, if you say have an Outlook account, you have access, if you'd like to have 365 that has Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, just the normal suite. So then this way you can actually have all that stuff online without needing to have an installer. And the services and features from Microsoft are always up to date and provide the best advanced security. And having a subscription gives you services to provide home and business solutions for people on their computer, phone, or tablet. So as you can see kind of right here, options for file sharing, video conferencing, tech support, SLA, IT management, access, full version of Office, and a business class email. So let me move on to the next screen over here. Online or offline, subscribe or buy to own. So Microsoft 365 is a subscription license. You pay monthly or yearly for the service, and the license is bound to a Microsoft account, which can be linked to programs such as Microsoft Office. So you may use your Office apps like Word or PowerPoint, even when offline, not requiring a network connection. So that means that, like I said before, where this you can actually pay for either a personal or you have options like you see on the bottom right over here. You can see right here, giving you a personal account or Office Home and Student 2019 account or 2020. And Also, when you link this to a Microsoft account, you can use this stuff offline rather than be online. And then say if a storm happens or you lose your internet connection, then you can still use these types of programs offline as well. So you don't have to worry about always being online. If you don't wish to pay the monthly programs like Word or Excel, you can still purchase Microsoft Office as a suite with a one-time purchase. So like you see down here, you can actually pay the $6.99 per month to have this, or you can just buy it once and then still keep it throughout the entire year. So you could either pay $70 now, or you could pay $7 in increments per month. So it's entirely up to you. And as you can see right here with the Office Home and Student 2019, a one-time purchase for PC or Mac, it's $150, and it gives you a buy now option, but it's a one-time purchase. So once you buy it, you're set. So let me move along. It is designed for you. Microsoft 365 comes with a variety of packages, whether it be for home, business, enterprise, or education. And each package has a different amount of apps to use and provide different services for a different number of people. So you can see what you kind of want at Microsoft.com. As you can see right here in the image right here, there is Microsoft 365 Business Basic, which is $5 per user per month. And it's best for businesses that need easy remote solutions like Teams, storage, or Office Online. And secure cloud services included, whether it be Teams, Exchange, OneDrive, or SharePoint, which is mostly for businesses like we use here at the library, where stuff like Exchange, OneDrive, and SharePoint, we could share files or folders or PDFs kind of within the business kind of circle, where you could say start an Excel spreadsheet, and then someone else, after you create it or make modifications to it, they can go ahead and then make modifications after you're done, after you upload it. And also you can download and share to kind of everybody in the inner circle, whether it be for work or if you want to have a close net kind of sharing service right there. And then there's Microsoft 365 Business Standard, which is $12.50 per user per month. And they both have annual commitments, keep that in mind. And you can also have a 1 month free trial with that. And it's also best for businesses that need for remote work or collaboration tools, including Microsoft Teams, secure cloud storage, business email, and premium Office applications across devices. And also premium Office apps include Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, and Access, and also includes the previous ones down here, which is Teams, Exchange, Office, OneDrive, and SharePoint. So then next would be Office 365 Business Premium, which is $20 per month. It's an annual commitment as well. And then it has best for businesses who require secure remote work solutions with everything included with Business Standard, plus advanced cyber threat protection and office management. So it comes with everything that you see over here as well as over here. And then instead, you have the added extra of having the Azure information protection and in Zune. So that adds a little bit of cybersecurity right there. Move myself out of the way a little bit so you can see that. And then there's Office 365 apps, which is $8.25 per user per month, which is best for businesses that need Office apps, access devices, and cloud file storage. Business and email and Microsoft Teams not included. So instead, this is the more basic package like this, but instead you get the Office suite right here with Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Publisher, and Access, as well as OneDrive. So it's the usual things you see in an Office subscription or purchase, but instead you get it as an online offer and you only pay the $8.25 per user per month. So let me move along. Let me look at something really quick. First, we're talking about Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word from 365 gives you the access to the newest version of Word. It's accessible online on a web browser, offline on a Mac or PC as an application, or even mobile for Android or iOS. So there's that. So you can always have it online as far as options for your phone, desktop, and you can also use them offline as well as online. You can use the different types of Word simultaneously and sync your documents between devices. So you can start a document on your computer, finish it, or proofread it on your phone. So what this means is that with 365, you can start a Word document. Say you're at work and you're starting a document on your computer. If you don't want to lose it or you just want to work on it on your home computer or your phone, you have the option to save it on your 365 cloud, and then you can go on your phone or your computer at home later, sign in to your Outlook account and open Word, and you can still edit the Word document that you saved previously, so you don't have to start over again and have to redo all that extra work. Then there's Microsoft PowerPoint. PowerPoint is also available on most platforms with 365, and like other Office products, 365 will give you whatever the most recent version of PowerPoint is to all your devices. So then you have to worry about being out of date with any of your PowerPoint slides there. And then you can create edit slides on any device. And it is even compatible with competitors' formats like Apple's Keynote, so you can edit and create documents on any device and can save and open most slideshow file types. So, for instance, if you have Keynote for Mac OS or iOS, you can actually convert the files themselves to PowerPoint documents, and then you can pick it up and use it on Office 365 on PC and Windows. And this way, you don't have to worry about any broken file types or anything like that. So you can kind of pretty much use everything anywhere you kind of want. So there's that. Next is Microsoft Excel. Save your spreadsheets and access them anywhere with 365. Unlike traditional Office with Excel on 365, you can save and edit your spreadsheets on any device, like I said on the other programs, where you can actually, for instance, if you want, like before, start an Excel document, if you want to make a spreadsheet for work, and then if you want to edit at home or on your computer at home or use a phone, you can actually save it once again on 365, and you can actually modify and edit it from home as well as anywhere else. And it should form fit it no matter if it's on iOS, Android, or Mac or PC. You can also share your spreadsheets and workbooks with coworkers, friends, or businesses partners easily with 365. Multiple people can share access and access to the same files with 365. So multiple people can save, make changes to, or access the same spreadsheet for increased productivity. So that kind of ties in with the better part of the online infrastructure with 365, where instead of also modifying yourself, you can share the document too, and you don't have to worry about attaching it to an email and have that kind of headache on your agenda right there. And then instead, you can actually save it on your Outlook like you would with the other ones. And then, let me fix myself there. And you can actually share it with your colleagues or business partners or anything. And then that way, they can use something like SharePoint, which allows, like we use at the library with our stuff, that you can actually save it and you can actually share it. And this way, you don't have to worry about attaching it to an email or anything like that. So that's always a big bonus. Now there's Microsoft OneDrive. With Microsoft OneDrive, you get premium cloud storage, so you can save all your files, photos, videos, or pretty much anything online. Most packages of Microsoft 365 give you access to 1 terabyte of storage. That's enough for more than 600,000 photos in HD, which is a big help. Cloud storage is an excellent solution for people who do not want to make physical backups of their files or photos, or don't want to spend the money for an external hard drive, or don't want to have to carry them all over the place. So with those 2 points, you can actually, once you buy that subscription, you can actually store them on the cloud instead of having to back them up onto a hard drive or a flash drive, or about losing it or renaming it. And this way you can actually share them too, like the Excel spreadsheets or the PowerPoint slides or the Word documents, where this way you can actually have it, or you can share it to everyone instead of having to worry about losing it or trying to convert to different file types. And also you can save your documents from Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or anything in the Microsoft Office suite on OneDrive and access them later anytime. OneDrive works on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, as well as even Xbox and Linux. So with those, you can actually do what I was explaining earlier, is that even on Xbox and Linux, outside of the PC and phone suite, where you can actually modify and access that stuff, like with photos or Excel or PowerPoint or Word. So then this way you can actually access all of that from anywhere. Then there's Skype. Included with 365 is access to premium version of Skype, which includes at-home or mobile Wi-Fi calling. You can call anywhere, anytime with Skype Unlimited, and you can get an enhanced access and clear quality calls, which you couldn't normally get with Skype without paying for it, free with 365. So as a brief kind of overview, what I just said, that with Office 365 online, that you can actually have a premium version of Skype, which allows you to have mobile or at-home video calling, and anywhere at any time. And also you have to worry about having kind of signal drops or anything like that. So then you kind of get a clear quality call without any kind of weird drops or anything like that. So this way you can actually use that instead of having to be limited with the free version of Skype. So that's always a bonus. Enhanced security and updates. Microsoft 365 does offer a lot of services and programs for you to use. And on top of all the updates to give you more features, it also gives you the best security. Files you've saved on OneDrive or documents you are using or browsing have the best security Microsoft has to offer. You can even encrypt or digitally lock documents that may be important, and anything saved on OneDrive or your Microsoft account are always secure with Microsoft's dedicated security team and their top-of-the-line data centers. All of your data is always safe and never shared with third parties without your permission. So what that entirely means is that instead of being able to worry about have to sharing the documents and having them non-password protected so anybody can modify them without you knowing, you'll have that added security now with password protected documents, photos, video files, anything like that. And then this way it can actually back up on their servers. So then this way everything's encrypted and safe, so then nothing gets compromised or anything gets modified. So there's that big tidbit. And also there's a question, is Microsoft 365 right for me? Things to think about. Do I already have a new version of Office? Well, that means, say you have 2007 or 3 or 13 or 16 even now, that this way with having Microsoft 365, you always have the most up-to-date version of Office, whether it be PowerPoint, Excel, Access, Word. So then you have to worry about compatibility issues where certain documents won't load because if you made it on 2003 and then you try to open it in 2016 and then it kind of breaks, or formatting breaks, whether it be text or tables or something like that. So this way you can actually have the newest version and not have to be fearful of it being out of date or compatibility issues. And then there is the point of, will I make use of the cloud storage on Skype? So there's the option of using Skype online, and then this way you can actually use that cloud storage. So you can actually debate whether or not if you want to make use of that or not. So there's another question that I am willing to spend money or monthly or annually for the service. So like I talked about before, you can spend either annually by buying it straight out for the $70, or you can pay the $825 or so on and so forth every month as you need it. And you can also cancel too at the same time. So you have to worry about buying it straight out. You can actually pay for it on kind of the monthly basis until you actually don't need it anymore, or if you want to change. Can I get it for free? Many businesses and students can get access to Microsoft 365 and its services for free from most high school or college universities, or even from their place of work. Check your place of work or education to see if you're eligible for access of Microsoft 365. Also, Microsoft does give a discount on price of the subscription to students if you don't get it for free. So there's always that big tidbit where you can see if you can get it for free from work, school, or you can also get discounts too with vouchers, which I've seen and I've used, where they give you a free version of it to where you can actually use it with a voucher or with a school account or a work account or something like that. So that's always that kind of tidbit. So, and that's pretty much it. So I'll leave the last time. I know it's kind of quick, but Microsoft 365 isn't really a hard topic to explain per se. So there's the option of kind of things that you can kind of think about over time as far as pricing or things like that, where it's pretty much self-explanatory to a T, where it's kind of a pick up and kind of use thing. So that's why I'm going to leave the rest of this time to kind of pretty much explain some things more in depth. I'll show it on the desktop. And as you can see right here, the upcoming classes, which would be the Google Suite, which talks about stuff like Gmail, Maps, and stuff like that, Google Docs, spreadsheets, slides. So then this way you can kind of get an insight on that. Then after that, it'd be Intro to 3D Printing, which is a nice introduction kind of class where you can learn how to use a 3D printer over here on our premises, or you can use it on your own. So you can kind of get a little bit of footing on how to make 3D objects, replicate stuff and whatnot. And then there's Intro to Raspberry Pi on the 15th of December. And that's basically a mini computer as far as kind of space-wise, but it's kind of underclocked as far as like a normal tower would be concerned, but it's kind of nice to use for kind of kiosks or stuff like that that you can use, or even for a TV if you don't want to have a streaming box or a game console of some sort, you can actually modify it too. So there's kind of the option right there. So that's pretty much it. So I'll leave this time here to kind of let everybody have time for any questions. So I'll leave this open right now to see if anybody has any questions on anything specifically, but right now I'll spend some time and I'll show kind of the Office 365 kind of suite here. So you guys can kind of get a more visual representation of what's kind of offered. So if I kind of, let me just change the screen here so I can kind of log into my account here. So let me give me some time so I can get all signed in and whatnot. So feel free to ask any questions. I mean, it's open to the floor. It's pretty straightforward as far as explanation is concerned, but there might be some specific questions as I'm kind of going along and kind of showing everybody kind of the footing of it. So all right, so now I can reshare this, my screen, and kind of show right here. As you can see on the left side right here, you can see Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, SharePoint, Sway, the Administrator Suite, OneDrive, Excel, OneNote, Teams, Forms. So I'll kind of go one by one. So with Outlook right here, it's just an online version of your inbox where you have your inbox, drafts, sent messages, deleted stuff, junk. You can archive your messages. There's notes, and then you can add some groups or stuff like that. So there's that kind of portion right there. And then you can see right here, if I go into Word, it's just like, it kind of looks like the offline version on desktop with the suite where you can create a new document, you have kind of templates. So as you go in here, as this loads up, as you can see here now, it's just like the desktop version. So you have your home tab as far as all the stuff you want to edit, fonts and stuff like that. And you can also, it'll also save on the dot, and you can also choose to save. You can also download a copy, you can convert it to a PDF, you can rename it. You can print it from here, you can share it with people on your Outlook kind of email. You have that option right there. So it's just like the regular version of Word where you have your insert tab, layout, references, stuff like that. So then there's, let me kind of, and over here too, you can choose to delete some stuff. So it gives you the option to open in browser, download it, and modify it on your desktop and stuff like that. So here's Excel. Remove these. So you can create a blank workbook. And like this is like the regular desktop version where you have your spreadsheet right here, your different sheets down here, inserting tabs, formulas, data, review, and stuff like that. And just like Word, you can save it, create a copy, export it, share it. And then there is, let me just remove these. And then there's PowerPoint, which you can also have templates right there and create some stuff. And then just as the other ones, it's just like the desktop version where you can modify slides and create slideshows and stuff like that. And then also in File, you can see you can rename it, save a copy, print it, share it. You can download as a PDF, an ODP file. You can save it as an image. So there is that portion. And I'll allow this to get loaded up. You can remove this right here. So then here is OneDrive. Here is where you'll see all your recent stuff that you saved. You can see right here, you can choose to delete it or download it or anything. And then there's ways you can share it. And then you have your recent recycle bin and stuff like that. So in this way, you can kind of see all the documents you have in kind of one place, whether it be photos, videos, and stuff like that you can share. So let me move that. And then when I go back to the 365 part right here, we have OneNote over here too, where you can create new notebooks as far as like notes or kind of tidbits of like documents and whatnot. So you have that as an option. And you can see there's SharePoint, which has groups, which you can see right here. You can have kind of ways to share documents or kind of modify stuff on the fly. And then there's Teams. As that kind of gets loaded up. And also give you the option for the Windows app, but as it kind of starts up, because I haven't opened this before, but it's kind of having an issue loading. But what Teams is like I said before, where you can kind of share stuff and kind of get insight in life, kind of share stuff. And then there's Sway, which is kind of like a blog spot kind of starting deal. So as you open it, you can create a bar, you can create a kind of like a nice little kind of visual thing. You can kind of create some stuff, and a lot of these things are kind of touching a kind of experience kind of level of stuff. And there's forms and the admin kind of suite right there. So let me kind of clean this out. But as far as that, let me kind of go back to this screen right here. I'll leave the Q&A portion kind of open. So I'll leave about a couple minutes or so just for kind of any questions. I know I kind of went through stuff a little bit too fast, or if I wasn't clear on anything, this would be kind of the time if anybody has any questions as far as how to do stuff, what something needs to be better clarified or anything like that. So then you kind of get a better idea, because this kind of stuff is more so of a kind of like an ask kind of explain kind of thing, because everything's pretty much straightforward. So I'll leave this space kind of open for a little bit to allow a little bit of time to kind of ask some questions. Well, I guess I can show right now for a little bit of time what the plans are up close as far as what Microsoft offers. So this is the Microsoft 365 kind of front page. So you can get a brief overview on what you kind of get with your kind of subscription right here. You can choose for home, business, enterprise, or education. So for instance, if you want it for a business, you click on this, and then right here, you'll see what I showed on the PowerPoint, where you'll see the packages you have, how much it is per user per month. If you want to buy it now, you can also get it for a free month. You kind of get a comparison chart as far as what each different package kind of offers. And stuff like that. So here's kind of some little bit of visual kind of reference right there. So I'll leave this little portion right here. I'll stay around for about another minute or so and kind of answer any kind of questions. So, like I said before, Microsoft 365 is pretty much a kind of one and done kind of deal where you kind of have the option of kind of choosing what you kind of want and whatnot. So, well, if nobody has any questions, I'll kind of end this class right now. So as you can see right here on the bottom, my name is Joseph McCullough. I'm an IT2 at the Orland Park Library. Hold on a second. Oh, you're very welcome. And here's kind of an extension you can reach me at if you have any kind of questions, if you don't want to ask anything right now. And that's pretty much it. So this was Microsoft 365. Thank you for watching.